In this video, we're going to be using PAA Red Planet and the PAA Meta-4 razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB, and thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. As always, before we get into the content, a word from our sponsor, Leaf. This video is brought to you by our good friends at Leaf, and you know I love Leaf products. I love using the Leaf, which you've seen me use many times on the channel. I also love using the Twig. You've seen that a lot on the channel as well. If you'd like to save 5%, use discount code IAMCDB right there and save 5% while shopping with the good folks at Leaf. And now, back to the video. And all right, we are back and we have a good one for you today. We are using, for the first time ever, PAA Red Planet. I've had this one for a long time. Silky actually sent this to me. Silky is not around anymore. I haven't seen him for a long time. Silky, if you're watching, thank you very much for this. Anyway, this comes to you for $24.95 for 5 ounces, or on our cost chart there, $4.99 an ounce, which is a fair price. I'm going to put the notes for you on the screen right there. And this one is far more pleasant than I would have expected. Some of the notes: sandalwood, frankincense, myrrh, patchouli, rose. Don't be afraid of the rose or cedar in this. It just sort of rounds it out. It's not rose prominent. It's a very nice scent, and I really enjoy it more than I expected to be honest. Scent strength is dead on medium to my nose, and it's very nice indeed. This is in the CK6 formula. I'll put the ingredients for you right there. Very good vegan shaving soap base. I had no problems lathering it. I'll show you a lather shot right there. Very easy to use. It whipped up a nice creamy lather. It's been sitting a while, so it's probably lost a little bit of its hydration, but it is a nice lather, and we'll have a great shave, hopefully with Red Planet today. And by the way, I think this may have been rebranded. I'm going to pop up the other label right there, which is Red Planet 369. I'm not sure if he added anything or not. You can go check that out if you please, but I prefer this label. Let me ask you, I'll pop up the other one again right there. Which one do you like? And I'm not sure if that's an entirely different soap. Honestly, I just didn't have time to look into it, so you can tell me below. All right, the razor for today, excuse me, is the PAA Meta-4 razor, which I like. This comes to you for $69.95. Now, I have changed the handle. I have a Jurgen Hempel titanium handle on it, the blue. This is the stock handle, and it's just a little hefty for me and a little long. This titanium decreased the weight of it, and I really like it in this configuration. The blade today is the PAA Platinum Strangelet, which is a blade that Douglas has had made. It's not a rebranded blade, and people have really enjoyed this blade so far. And if you look at that, this razor is not going to clog. It is not going to clog. There's a good gap in there for that lather to flow through with no problem and rinse quite easily. The Meta-4, by the way, comes to you for $69.95, and again, it would come with this handle, which we will set to the side. All right, let's get into the shave today. Why not? Start by misting the face here with the mister, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. I certainly am, or at least I'm planning to. It starts with a great shave for me, and my day gets off on the right foot all the time. All right, there we go. Good creamy goodness here from PAA. You can expect good quality. I used to think back in the day that PAA had a tendency to lather a little fluffy, but these days it goes creamy right from the get-go. I think the thing that you need to be cognizant of if you're bowl lathering PAA is don't splay too much early on and add too much air to your mix. If you add air to your mix, it's going to be fluffy. So don't splay too much early on is my advice, although this is not a hard soap to lather. You can generate volume with this very easily. Ease of use with this is very good. But I used to lather it a little on the fluffy side, and that was on me. And so you learn over time, you know, and typically I just don't splay much early on in the bowl lathering process, and that doesn't inject too much air. And it keeps the lathers a little more dense. And that's the way I do it. I got plenty of lather tutorials below if you want to see how I do it. And I would lather PAA the same way as I've shown in those lather tutorials. Look at that creamy goodness today. This is a nice scent too. Very nice indeed. So let me know below about the Red Planet 369. I know occasionally Douglas will kind of, you know, jazz up the labels and so on. Sometimes people request it, and sometimes he just jazzes them up. And so I'm not sure if this is exactly the same or if he's changed it up a little bit. And I know Douglas will probably have gnashing of teeth. It was like, why didn't you read all the stuff? Honestly, Douglas does a lot of documentation on his soap, so I encourage you to read it. But what I'm interested in is always the notes, the ingredients, the cost, and so on. So that's what I bring to you. If you want to read all that other stuff that he puts on there, knock yourself out. But I'm pretty busy, as you might expect, so don't always have time. All right, here we go with the Meta-4, which I think is a nice razor. I know some people have told me they didn't care for it, but for me, I think it's deceptively efficient. In other words, you don't feel a ton of blade, but I find that it does a good job. I feel just enough blade to give me a little bit of feedback. So this is not a razor that's menacing. So if you like mild razors, this might be in your wheelhouse. And it is stainless steel, so you know it's going to last. And I am happy having purchased this razor. I like it. Works really, really well for me. It's smooth and easygoing. And I always find that it does a better job than I expect every single time. So, or actually I should rephrase that. It allows me to do a better job because the tool's not doing anything by itself. It requires the user to actually execute the shave. But what I'm getting at is, although you don't feel a ton of blade, it's more efficient than you might expect. And, you know, it rinses nice and clean. It's based on a vintage design. I can't remember the razor it was based on, but you can, I will link all this stuff below and you can go and read it because Douglas does a tremendous amount of documentation and you can read all that yourself. What I want to do is just bring you the key things as I see it in my mind, which is notes, ingredients, cost. You know, how do I like it? That's what I'm really trying to convey. But rest assured, any product that Douglas has, it's gonna be accompanied by quite a bit of information on the website. So click the links below if you want to check this out. First pass, excellent as expected. Soap quality, tremendous. CK6 is very, very good indeed. But as we caveat with every soap we use, everything's good these days, isn't it? But this one is legit good. But like I said, I've learned over the years that with shaving soap, sometimes when you have a result that's a little different from what you expect, look at what you're doing first before you blame the soap. And then, you know, make modifications as necessary. Try to get the best out of the soap is what I'm getting at here. Look at that. That is good stuff right there. There's no doubt about it. It smells nice. This is a really nice, I would call this a, look, you know me. I don't care about seasonal anything in terms of scents, except for holidays. Like I'll use holiday soaps on the holidays and so forth. But otherwise, I'll use a wintertime soap, something that's considered wintertime in the summer, summertime in the winter. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to enjoy myself. This one probably is more of a, I would say a cooler weather scent, although I would not hesitate to use it in the warm weather if I wanted to. But I would say it's because it's a spicy, the frankincense, the myrrh, you know, it's probably geared more for fall, winter. Oh man, that is nice. What a smooth shaver this is. Every time I use this razor, I end up saying, you know, this is a really good razor. And I don't see a ton of people using it. I'm not sure why that is. The price is right. You know, $69.99. For me, you know, I changed out the handle just because the handle, that one's just a little, I feel it makes it a little too heavy. And I don't like super heavy razors. Like I do have some that are on a heavy side, but I prefer it to feel, you know, a little nimble in my hands. Oh man, that is nice. That is super smooth. But this razor with the titanium handle is awesome. I wish Douglas would have some titanium handles made. That would be awesome. I don't know if he's ever done that. Douglas, if you're watching, you can tell me. He might have. He's done, you know, most things. He's been around, PAA has been around now 10 years. So they've been doing this for a long time. One of the sort of OGs. All right, let's do a quick cross pass here. But I will say right now, this is a smooth, easygoing shaver. And the blade feels very nice. I know a lot of people have really been enjoying this blade, and I have too. It is quite good indeed. It's nice and smooth. It feels plenty sharp enough as well. I can't tell you at what level of sharpness it is because I just don't know. But it feels plenty sharp enough. So it's definitely an enjoyable blade. The way I would characterize the shave is super smooth. And that's exactly what I want. I want a nice, smooth experience. I want the hairs to be cut cleanly and efficiently. I don't want any, sort of tugging or roughness in the blade. And so what I'm getting here, sorry about my stomach growling there, is just a really nice overall experience with this blade and this razor. And sometimes the smoothness is a combination of both the blade and the razor. And this is a good pairing, I would say. And so for those of you who have tried this razor, maybe you think it's a little mild, maybe try it with this blade and see what you think. Try it with a feather, try it with a Nasset or something like that, and just see how it feels. It's worth a shot. All right, really, really nice. So far, really enjoyable. We will lather up real quick for a cross pass here. Just a really nice, easy-going kind of shave today with a really good quality soap. And what could be better than that? It's a terrific way to start off your day. And again, I mentioned before, Silky Creamy had a channel on YouTube. He hasn't been seen for months. And I've reached out to him probably 4 or 5 times and I haven't heard back. So Silky, if you're watching this, thank you so much. You are missed. Your positive spirit, your uplifting nature is missed. We will all try to carry that on. I certainly have learned something from Silky. And I'll just say, Silky, whenever you're ready to come back, and hopefully you will, we're here for you. We're here for you because we can always use people who are positive and uplifting, because there's enough stuff going on in the world where we don't need to be putting up with a bunch of mess, Yesterday, by the way, speaking of mess, the fake reviewer was making their rounds again, and several people reached out to me, vendors, and told me they were making fake reviews under me. Folks, I'm just going to tell you again, if you see reviews on websites like vendor websites and it's got me listed, it's not me. So just know that. And also, vendors and artisans, if someone reaches out to you purporting to be me and they're asking you for things, it's not me. I don't send emails to vendors asking for things ever. I don't ask for anything to be given to me, ever. So if you see any of that, just know it's not me. It's someone goofing around. Just be cognizant of that. All right. Man, oh man. What a nice shave. Very nice indeed. All right. Let me rinse and then we'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back, and off cam we did a warm water rinse to get rid of the soap, and then we applied our PAA alum. There was no stinging there, so super smooth shave, no nicks, cuts, creepers, weepers, irritation, bubbles, or troubles. Following the alum, we did a cool water rinse, and then we toweled off with our Lancaster towel, prior to using the magic made by Witch's Thayer's Witch Hazel Cucumber. We had an excellent shave today with PAA Red Planet. Really nice scent, nice quality, thumbs up. I really enjoyed this today. The razor for today was the PAA Meta-4 with the Jurgen Hempel titanium handle. Keep in mind, this is the stock handle right here. I replaced the handle with titanium, and I love this razor. Super smooth. It's more efficient than you would think. I really enjoyed it. I got an excellent shave with it. We used our PAA Atomic Rocket brush, and it's riding in our Lancaster Razorworks brush soaking mug. I'm going to finish things off today with PAA Red Planet Splash, and I'm going to go light on this because this scent will be pretty stout and it'll have my wife choking, so I'm just going to use just a little bit, just enough to get some of that beautiful scent going. And man, that is nice. I like that. And Steve, if you're watching, I know you've been waiting on this one for a long time, so here you go. Today was for you. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, check out the rapid review later on today. Thank you so much. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you that your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.